dreams without goals are just dreams, and ultimately they fuel disappointment.
Exactly.
On the road to achieving your dreams, you must apply discipline, but more importantly, consistency, because without commitment, you'll never start, but without consistency, you'll never finish.
I don't care how good you are in anything, you don't have discipline, you ain't nobody.
Right.
You're nothing without discipline, because you give up under the slightest struggle without discipline. Discipline is doing what you hate to do, but do it like you love it.
You're never going to get to where you want to get if you're always waiting for motivation. It's the discipline that you have to be in practice of. Discipline says, I don't care whether you feel like doing it or not. You just have to do it because that's what you have decided.
Do you ever wake up and you say, I don't want to do it today?
I fight against that. You know, it's the big challenge. It's when you're not willing to do something, but you have to do it. This is the main point. This is why I say our mind, it's a box of surprises, and you have to challenge yourself to be consistent. I repeat, sometimes it's hard. It's what many people say, you like to go to the gym every day. Of course not. It's not true. Nobody likes to go to the gym every day. But you have to do it.
Don't let your learning lead to knowledge. You'll become a fool. Let your learning lead to action. You can become wealthy. Now here's the key to discipline. Start with the little disciplines. Get excited over the little disciplines. And get right on those, because those will lead to the big ones. You can't handle the big challenges in life unless you take on the little ones. Make a list of all the things you can do. Get right on those. Discipline yourself for those, both for the results and for the muscle and for the practice. So that when life hands you some big challenges, you'll be ready, you'll have the muscle. But see, if you don't handle the small ones, you can't take care of the big ones.
Go back to the gym, work, because you have more to show. You understand? Life continue. You cannot live in the past. I'm really good on that, you understand? I learned by the years that, listen, Cristiano, let's go. Because pain, you're gonna have all the time, uncertainty and constant work. Constant work, constant work. It doesn't matter what's happening. It's gonna happen in your life. You have to continue. This is the way I see the life, and football especially.
Discipline is the overriding key to success. I agree with you 100% on that. What I'm very grateful for in my journey is the individual discipline I had with bodybuilding, physical fitness, mixed with the team building discipline of show up for practice on time, don't let your teammates down. So I got to learn how to take care of myself. Hey, if you don't time your food, or if you don't get enough rest, or if you don't train, you're gonna suck. Mixed with, you gotta work well with others. I'm very grateful in my life to have both the experience of team building discipline and individualism.
Discipline yourselves. Stop thinking too much. Don't go into the past. Don't go into the future. Be in the present. Why? Because only then it's possible that the mind is free, the capacity is free, and now you can completely immerse into whatever you are doing. And this means you have arrived.
I wanted to do something that nobody had ever done before. I wanted to be the greatest of all time. I went 5 straight years without missing a single day of workout, 365 days a year. Every single day I was in the water. And in the sport of swimming, when you miss one day, it takes you 2 days to get back. So I was already that much, I was continuing to build on that throughout that time. There are days you're not gonna wanna do it, sure. I mean, everybody has those days. But it's what you do on those days that help you move forward.
How do you, or how can you, stay focused and disciplined for long periods of time?
Cut out the distractions. It's not about focus. Same thing like it's not about motivation, it's about discipline. You know, it's not about these fancy, glamorous things. Focus, it's not about that. If you cut out all distraction, the only thing that's left is focus. So cut out all the noise, and I think for once you'll actually enjoy working.
My perspective, when people ask me all the time, I lack discipline, how can I get discipline in my life? And no one wants to hear this answer. No one wants to hear it.
Just do it.
One of the first steps you can take to impose discipline in your life is to wake up early in the morning. Because let's face it, when the alarm goes off, You got your head on that soft pillow. It's all nice and cozy and warm in there. You do not feel like getting up. You should not. That snooze alarm is...
That's insane.
I call that snooze alarm the dream killer. Like when you press that snooze button, you're killing your dreams. No, where people get worried and people freak out is sleep is healthy. Sleep is good for you. I know that. I get it. And people say, you're telling people not to sleep. No, I'm not telling people not to sleep.
You do 6 hours every night, 10 o'clock.
Yeah, I usually go to bed around 10:30, 11, and I wake up at 4:30. So I get 5.5 to 6 hours almost every night, you know? And sometimes I tell people, I think sleeping is good. I do it almost every single day.
Here is my blueprint for self-discipline. First, why self-discipline? Because you can't really control the world, but you can always control you. And here's my blueprint for self-discipline. Most people go start the day with small wins and accumulate the wins early. I go the inverse. I start my day with the mega projects and mega tasks, and I execute on those fairly early on. What I've learned is that if I leave the big things for later on in the day, it makes it very difficult for me to have enough emotional capital as well as energy to do those things. But if I do them early, then what happens is I've got the capital, I've got the attention, I've got the time, I've got the kind of the energy and the spirit to do the thing that needs to get done. So, as I build up that momentum, I execute throughout the day. The discipline and the power of having self-discipline in your life is the power of learning to say no to certain things and the power of learning to prioritize and when and what. Hope that helps you.
Everything about discipline and every day, like, you know, train, sleep, eat, repeat. I think like you guys understand me, especially you and Mike.
Yeah, be the champ before you become the champ. You have the lifestyle.
All the time when I see someone compete like in my weight classes, and I think, okay, I'm gonna beat these guys. I can beat all of them, you know, like everything about mental.
I've never met a person who was not successful that didn't have a great amount of self-discipline within their life. Self-discipline and being able to perform and being able to keep your life on schedule and being able to keep commitments and promises and meet deadlines is essential to success.
Discipline is the root of all good qualities. But you have to absolutely apply it to things outside of just waking up early. It's everything. It's working out every day, making yourself stronger and faster and more flexible and healthier.
Discipline is training. If you change your mindset and really focus it on what discipline really is, you start to welcome discipline. You welcome self-discipline into your life.